Hi, welcome to Trading with TK, teaching you to turn ideas into money. We're at www.tradingwithtk.com, and today is Wednesday, October 22nd. I wrote in the pre-market that the sell-off early in the morning could possibly be threatening, and that's exactly how it turned out. It clearly is threatening the pattern that we've been building for the last 6, 7, or 8 days in a row, and it's in jeopardy now because of the action. Now, when we take a look at the charts, I can still draw a case that the triangle is somewhat still intact, but that sell-off was so nasty, so intense. It didn't let up all day, a big volume, and it just had a very nasty feel to it. So in the final segment, we'll go over the indexes. I'll show you what has to happen in order for these markets to be able to turn the corner. But clearly the odds have been raised dramatically, that the fact that maybe that the lows are not in yet, and we're going to break those lows. So we'll look at both possibilities. It's not like me to abandon a theory that I've been hanging on to for 5 or 6 or 7 days and watching it build over a one-day event. But like I said, it was just a nasty sell feel to it. Anyway, new idea for tomorrow. It's on the short side. We stuck our toe in the water on 2 longs, and when we stuck our toe in the water, Jaws came up and bit our leg off. So we have our stop orders in place in both those, and tomorrow's idea is on the short side. It's HGR. We've been in it before. We made some money on the short side. It's kicked back, and now it's getting ready to roll over again. So we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at Phoenix, and then we'll take a look at all the major indexes, and I'll show you what has to happen in order for this market to be able to turn the corner. So without further ado, take a look at HGR, and I'll show you how we're going to take this idea and turn it into some money. So don't go away. I'll be right back. Okay, we're looking at a daily bar chart of HGR, and this is a call on the short side. We'll be looking to sell the stock short around $15.30. It's just about where it closed, and as high as $15.90. Hopefully we get a little rally in the morning, and we'll be able to get the short off. My target on the downside is 10. It was always 10. This is the second time we're shorting this stock. We sold it short in here somewhere, and we caught this break. Now that it's kicked back up into the resistance area, tried to rally, and to me it's getting ready to roll right over again. Buy stop, a close above $17.27 right there. Okay, it's still in this same descending triangle that I pointed out the first time we sold it short. There it is. It can't seem to get through that resistance line. And first it was that when it broke, then it was that when it broke, then it broke that one. Each time it breaks, they kick back. So we're enjoying this kickback rally here, and now she's rolling right over again. Now, if it breaks down early in the morning, don't chase after it. Always wait for the kickback to happen. Okay. Hopefully we get a little rally in the morning. I mean, we're so oversold. My indicator is way oversold. It's been oversold all day, but we're not able to put any kind of a rally together. That's why I said the selling was so intense all day long. It was troublesome. Okay, so let me recap this. This is HGR. This is a call on the short side, and when all's said and done, we could probably make ourselves a little over $5 on this trade. All right, let's take a look at Phoenix. Blew up in my face a little bit. Okay. Our sell stop is below that level right there, and I'll be honest with you, if this stock rallies tomorrow, I'm going to be inclined to sell it. It'll be my idea of a sell stop. So, and if it doesn't rally and it closes below that level, I'm going to sell it again, because you know, they just don't feel like they're ready for me yet. Okay, so that's our new idea, HGR on the short side. Phoenix that we bought today, we're looking at a, I don't know, 10 or 12% loss already. Like I said, if we get a kickback rally in the morning, I'm probably going to be inclined to sell it. Any rally back up near 645, I'm probably going to sell it. All right, let's take a look at the major indexes. Now, there's still hope. I mean, when you look at these pictures, you know, I basically said a couple of days ago that this look could possibly happen. But now that it's happened, it's a little, it's an uneasy feeling, because these aren't really much bottoms. There's nothing solid here to hold this. These are very liquid support areas. You know, it's not as if the market rallied up here and then pulled back into this pattern. We haven't gotten through this pattern yet. So all this is kind of like very fluid and very liquidy. So there's nothing really solid there. And the only thing I can point to is, you know, these rising bottoms. But that could change. So what we need to happen to keep this market intact and to have any kind of a rally is we need a close above that level right there in the Dow. Without that close, we could we could drop another, I don't know, hundreds of points. And we need, and so without this rally, you know, everything is very liquid. That's the best word I can use. Transportation average did not penetrate this low, but if it does, not a good sign. This has to get above, on a closing basis, it has to get above that area right there. Today's action weakens this pattern dramatically. All the patterns got weakened. Russell 2000. I can point to this, but it's not a solid foundation yet. In order for it to be a foundation, a solid foundation, we've got to get up close above these levels here. Once we get up here, then we can point to this as a solid foundation. Right now, there's not much underneath us here, except rising bottoms, but that could change. So you need to be very, very careful here. SPY, similar look, pointing to the same thing. Rising bottoms, and this is the area we need to get through right here. Otherwise, the whole formation is going to be aborted. QQQQs, this is the weakest of all of them. Okay, this is no longer starting to look like a double bottom, and there's no such thing as a triple bottom, because I always say, you know, the third time down they break. Second time down they can hold. Third time down is not a good sign. So that is definitely the weakest of all the indexes, and it's troublesome. And we need to be aware of we need to know what the probabilities and the possibilities are. So if this low gets taken out, then we're going lower. And when that happens, once we go lower, then it's going to be quite a while before we try to put together another pattern that looks somewhat bullish, where we can get some kind of rally going out of it. All these formations take time to form. So if we make a lower low and we drop down below these lows, you know, that sell-off could go on for a while, and then it's going to take time to rebuild again. So you know, clearly a tough market to try and get this breakout that we need. We need that breakout. Otherwise, everything is very much in question. Okay, not a good day at OK Corral today, but you know, we move forward and we deal with the reality. And so that's my view of the market, and those are the probabilities. So until tomorrow, this is TK signing off.